Um, Hello, my name is Bryan Jung.
And my name is Rian.
Today we will be performing a spoken word poetry called To This Day.
By Shane Coixon.
It's about anti-bullying, about how students are being bullied. Hope you'll enjoy. To this day, when I was a kid, I used to think that pork chops and karate chops were the same thing. Thought they were both pork chops. And because my grandmother thought it was cute, and yeah, because they're my favorite, she let me keep doing it. Not really a big deal.
One day, before I realized that those fat kids are not designed to climb on trees, I fell out of a tree and bruised my right side of my body. I don't want to tell my grandmother about it because I was afraid I'll get in trouble for playing somewhere I shouldn't have been.
A few days later, the gym teacher noticed the bruise. I was sent to the principal's office. From there, I was sent to another smaller room with a really nice lady who asked me all kinds of questions about my life at home. As far as I was concerned, life was pretty good. I told her, whenever I'm sad, my grandmother gives me karate chops. Now, this led to a full-scale investigation, and I was removed from the house for 3 days until they finally decided to ask me how I got these bruises.
To this day, I hate pork chops. I'm not the only kid who grew up this way, surrounded by people who used to say that rhymes with sticks and stones as if broken bones. There's more than the name we got called, and we got called them all. So we grew up believing no one would ever fall in love with us, that we'd be lonely forever, that we'd never meet someone who would make us feel like the sun, was something they built for us in their tool shed. Broken heart strength bled the blue. We tried to empty ourselves, so we'll feel nothing. Don't tell me that there's less than the broken bone. And ingrown life is something that surgeon can cut away, that there's no way for it to metastasize. It does.
Just 8 years old, our first day of grade 3, when she got called ugly. We both got moved to the back of the class so we would stop getting bombarded by spitballs.
But the schoolhouse were a battleground where we found ourselves outnumbered day after rest day. We would stay inside for recess because outside was worse. Outside, we had to rehearse running away or learn to stay still like a statue, giving no clues that we were there. In grade 5, they taped a sign to our desk that read, "Beware of dog."
To this day, despite a loving husband, she doesn't think she's beautiful because of a birthmark that takes up a little of the half of her face. Kids used to say she looks like a wrong answer that someone tried to erase but couldn't quite get the job done. And they'll never understand that she's raising 2 kids whose definition of beauty begins with the word mom, because they see her heart before they see her skin, that she's only ever been always so amazing.
To this day,
Kids are still being called names.
the classic word,
Hey stupid!
"Hey spaz,"
Seems like every school has an arsenal of names getting
getting updated
every
every
year.
year.
And if a kid breaks into school,
And no one around chooses to hear.
do they make a sound?
Are they just the background noise soundtrack stuck on repeat?
When people say things like kids, can be so cruel.
Every school was a big top circus tent. The pecking order went from acrobats to lion tamer.
From clowns to those carnies.
These were miles ahead of who we were. We were freaks, lobster claw boys and bearded ladies, oddities, juggling depression and loneliness, solitaire spin the bottle, kissing the wounded part of our body and heal. But at night, while others slept, we walked the tightropes. It was practice, and yes, some of us fell.
But I want to tell them that all this is just debris left over when we finally decide to smash all the things we thought we used to be. And if you can't see anything good about yourself, get a better mirror. Look a little closer, stare a little longer, because there's something inside you that made you keep trying. Despite every little toy to quit, you built a cast around your broken heart and you signed it yourself. You signed it, they were wrong.
That maybe you didn't belong to a group or a clique.
Maybe you got picked last for basketball or everything.
Maybe you used to bring bruises and broken teeth.
To show and tell, but never told.
Because how can you hold your ground?
If everyone around you wants you to bury you beneath it,
You gotta believe that they were wrong.
they have to be wrong.
Why else would they still be here?
We grew up learning to cheer on the underdog.
Because we see ourselves and them.
We stem from a root planted in belief.
You're not what we are called. You're not abandoned car stalled out sitting empty on a highway.
And if in some way we are,
Don't worry.
The only God, walk and get gas.
Your graduating members from the class of Shabbat, you made it. Not the faded echoes of voices crying. Names will never hurt me. Of course, they did. But our lives will always continue to be a balancing act that has less to do with
pain and more to do with
you. Thank you.